Alright, so today we're going to end up using Chansey as our main Pokemon. Chansey is kind of a difficult Pokemon to build a team around because it's not really the kind of thing that you're going to be taking down teams with. It's the kind of Pokemon that supports the team as a whole. Which is why, even though I have Chansey as the focal point, I didn't build around that. The only real thing that I built around Chansey was the fact that I put aromatherapy on Chansey. So I have aromatherapy, soft boiled, I believe Thunder Wave, and Stealth Rocks because this is a post-bank OU match, I believe. So I didn't have access to Seismic Toss, which Chansey doesn't learn in Alola naturally. But the only thing that I partnered up with is that I have the Mudsail here that has Rest. And obviously, stamina and heavy slam, earthquake, and I don't remember what the other move is, but basically I was just gonna have, my Mudsail come out, boost up with stamina, and if its HP gets too low, go ahead and rest, and if the special attacker comes out while it's resting or not, I can switch out, go to Chansey, who can take special attacks really well, and then, use aromatherapy to clear up any of the statuses and also throw some rocks. But it does hurt it that it doesn't have any actually damaging moves, which you'll see is actually my downfall, which is one of the main things that while Chansey is great in that it has Eviolite, I do think that Blissey, if you're talking just pure Alola specs, not post-bank, or not post-bank, at least Blissey, has some special attack, and it has, some moves that it can use with that. But nonetheless, aside from Chansey, I have a Mimikyu here. This is the first time of me actually using Mimikyu. I have the standard set of just Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough, with, I believe it has a Focus Sash. I'm not exactly sure what item I gave it, because nonetheless, you don't see in this game, or maybe it has a Life Orb. It has one of those two. We'll see in a moment. We have the Metagross, which I've used a couple of times. It's pretty standard, except for the fact that I accidentally gave it Iron Head and also Meteor Mash. It's kind of redundant to have both of these moves. I don't know why I did this. I think I meant to give it Zen Headbutt and give it Meteor Mash instead. But that being said, aside from that, I decided to bring in a good special attacker, so I have here my Primarina, who can do some pretty hefty damage with the choice specs and a good variety of moves, and Hydro Pump, Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, and Moonblast. And finally we have the Toxapex, who I just have just because we needed someone to sponge off some defensive hits, and also be able to, something that I can just throw out. Sort of a pivot defensive mon. I really like using those, and I felt it worked pretty well with the team, and I figured if I had already rocks I can also try and throw out spikes, but that wasn't really a priority. So my opponent here has the Dhelmise, the Salazzle, the Xurkitree, the Garchomp, which actually turns out to be a Mega Garchomp, the what is this thing called, the Gigalith, and the Umbreon. Pretty interesting team, has two very powerful Pokemon, one would say even four, because Dhelmise is pretty high in attack and has 3 stab attacks, and then Salazzle is pretty powerful, while having 2 pretty bulky mons. But nonetheless, I'm pretty sure that my opponent's going to start out with the Gigalith, so I'll go ahead and I start with Particus here, my Mudsail, and immediately he brings out the Sandstorm. I go for a Heavy Slam thinking that would do enough damage to take this thing out, but it doesn't, so he throws out Rocks. After that I go for the Earthquake, which does way more damage, which I've done for the beginning. He decides to go ahead and Explode, which doesn't take me out, but brings me down to 44, which after leftovers brings me at 50. I get my stamina, and the opponent brings out the Dhelmise, who misses a Power Whip, so I just go to sleep, thinking that I would have had no HP after the Power Whip. After that, my opponent goes for a Power Whip, again hits it, does a good amount of damage. That definitely would have killed me in the first one, but I do get the stamina, so I'm strong enough to survive a second Power Whip. Unfortunately, I'm still sleeping, so I can't go back to sleep to, I can't wake up to use Rest again. So I decided to switch and go into my Metagross here. He uses the Anchor Shot, which is pretty good timing on my part, because I would have been stuck and would have lost my Munchkin. Otherwise, I Mega Evolve, go for the Meteor Mash. You do a good amount of damage. He goes for the Brick Break, doesn't do as much, but after the Sandstorm, it does do a good amount of damage. So he switches, goes to the Umbreon, who I hit with a Meteor Mash as well, and do more than half, which is great. But unfortunately, this Umbreon has the Protect, so you can protect and stall and heal up with the leftovers. So after another Meteor Mash, it's not enough to kill it, and it uses the Wish, which after another Protect is enough to bring it back to full health, or well, not full health, but almost full health at 66 after leftovers. So after that, I switches out into the Salazzle, who eats a Meteor Mash. I go for a Bullet Punch after. I think that would be enough, but unfortunately it was not enough to take it down, and after I Fire Blast down with my Mega Metagross. So now I'm going to my Chansey here, who takes a Toxic, unfortunately, but I decided to throw my Rocks just to get some extra damage in there. Hits me with a Fire Blast that after a crit only does 20%, which is ridiculous. So I use the Aromatherapy to wake up Copernicus and also remove the Toxic, which gets thrown back on me again, but then I go ahead and I paralyze the Salazzle, pretty much crippling that thing that has no HP, and now it's going to come on Self Rock, and then it hits me with another Fire Blast, which doesn't do much, but I remove the Toxic that I have on me, which gets placed on me once again, and I go for a Soft Boil to bring myself up to max. At this point, the guy's like, ah, fuck this. So he goes into his Umbreon. I go into Aromatherapy to get rid of the Toxic once again. And then after that, I switch, going to my Toxapex here. He goes for Wish, which is pretty interesting. As he's going to switch to the Delmizer, which unfortunately dies from the the Stealth Rocks, which is interesting. And it also kills the Salazzle, so the Wish went completely unused. After that, he goes into the Garchomp here, Mega Evolves. I go for the Baneful Bunker, don't take the Earthquake at all, and manage to heal myself up back to full, which wouldn't matter because I have Regenerate and I was going to switch. But I go into Copernicus here, basically a Death Father, because I don't really know what to do at this point with him. And after that, I go here to Mimikyu, use Swords Dance, eat up the first Earthquake with my Decoy. And then after that, my opponent switches into the Umbreon, which gets completely destroyed by Play Rough. And then following that, my opponent goes into the Secret Tree. I should have just used a Shadow Claw or something of the sort, but instead I went for Play Rough and missed, which is lame. And then I go for Shadow Sneak, do 50% damage, should have just gone for that first turn as well, but then I eat a Thunderbolt and die, and then the Secret Tree gets its Beast Boost. I go into Hisoka thinking maybe I can be faster, I don't know why I thought that, and I eat up a Thunderbolt, die, give it even more Beast Boost. After that, I go into my Toxapex here, going to Baneful Bulker, thinking maybe, I don't know, maybe if I stall for a turn, get 94 HP, I can live a Thunderbolt. I was wrong. I die and boost this thing up again, and at this point I just GG'd, because there's nothing my Chansey can do. I just eat a Thunderbolt, can crit, manage to survive, do Soft Boils to bring up my HP, get another Thunderbolt, and get paralyzed. Manage to get off the Soft Boil, get a Thunderbolt here, go all the way down to 30, use Soft Boil to go back to 80, take a Thunderbolt, go down to 42, get Parahaxed, and then get finished off with a final Thunderbolt. Oh well. Stay fresh.
He moves onward without pause until the day he completes his great quest.